I always think about cattle in a cloud of dust, right? But you don't think about pigs. Time to feed them. I was just gonna check, see, oh yeah, their water's down. I gotta go get water. So I'll get the water going here, and then I'll throw some food out for the pig posse. 3, 6, 8. Where's the other 3? Oh, here comes one. There comes another. There's the other. The whole pig posse's here. That poor old quad. Bought it new in '93. It has seen a lot of work. And then it becomes a farm tractor. Actually hauls the water cart is all it does. That big black girl there, she's the bully. And I think she's number 1 on a list that she doesn't want to be number 1 on. But they all got a number.
Much of Canada was settled and developed by homesteaders. The Dominion Lands Act, passed in 1872, was in force until 1952 in the West. Homesteaders, through sheer force of sweat and determination, transformed the prairies into thriving communities. Our grandparents cleared and broke the land and carved society out of the northern wilderness by hand. Today, modern conveniences have robbed most of society of the ability to fend for themselves. After a global pandemic rocked the world, causing food shortages and insecurity, homesteading saw an explosion in popularity. People searched for the old ways to secure a safe and stable food supply for their families. Join us as we rediscover the joys and challenges of homesteading at the Mellon Patch. Welcome to our life. Welcome to the Mellon Patch.
Twice a day they need food, twice a day they need water. So I make sure they have clean water, make sure they have all the food they want, they've got a place to wallow. Animal husbandry is taking care of your animals until the point where you eat them. These guys are not that long away from feeding me rather than me feeding them. They're about 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, and they're going to be heading for the plate. Matter of fact, that big black one's name is Plate. But I thought after we got into the start of this season, I got thinking about how do I take and break it down. What format am I going to have? What blueprint? And I think it's just going to have to be we're going to start in the spring, or what passes for spring. Sometimes it's a little bit later, and we'll progress from there. I'll probably have 3-4 projects on the go every show. Let's get at it. One of the first projects this spring was getting myself another pheasant enclosure. You can see how this is built up here. This was all done with a machine. That skid steer I bought, that, man, I don't know how anybody exists without a skid steer. If you're out on land, on an acreage or whatever, it's probably one of the most important tools going. You take a look at this drone footage, you'll see when I just had the one pheasant enclosure 50 by 50 last fall, and this was all trees in here, and there was quite a bench here. I had to take and I'd filled for the other one bunch of clay in that I dug out of my pig wallow, right? So my pig wallow provided a bunch of clay for that. I had to come up with clay for this in order to build it up. I wanted it to be the same height. I guess it could have been down lower. I just don't like that. Sometimes your likes and dislikes cost you money. I got rid of all the trees last fall before the snow flew, and then after the snow flew, this is kind of an area where we took and plowed a lot of snow in. Well, yeah, I'm standing on a machine that's running here because I'm about to start moving all this snow that we've pushed over the winter here. I'm hoping to help things melt, because you see my pheasant pen that's currently got turkeys in it. I'm going to double it in size, and I'm going to add another pheasant pen here so I can raise more pheasants this year. Well, there's no time like the present to get moving this snow. It's a cold day to be brought to the farm, but here they are. Let's get them inside where it's warm. Got to keep that door closed, Squeeze. We want to try and keep it warm in here for them.
These are the turkeys.
Oh yeah. So this year, a little different. We got 10 meat bird turkeys. Don't step on that. And we got 100 meat chicks.
Yep.
They're looking healthy, huh?
They look really healthy.
How old are they at this point?
They're a day old.
A day old. You often hear about how humans are born half developed and everything else in the world has to be born ready to run.
Yep. No, they all look really good about their turkeys. The turkeys can go in there for now.
Oh, they're drinking already.
Well, they've already been out.
Oh, so they're familiar with food and water already?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Everything you have to teach a human baby, they're born knowing.
Okay, there's one set. It's my little baby.
Close that door a little bit, please. Just wait till when your mom comes, open it for her, okay? It's a cold, cold day today, and they need their temperature over 100 degrees.
Open it all the way, Megan.
We'll reuse those as we move out our hatched eggs.
Exactly. Come here, Megan. Here, come stand right here. Sound asleep. Nathaniel's probably warm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The comfort of another heartbeat.
Yeah. How nice sit and try not to dodge them.
Yeah. Yeah, we put the boards on the floor here because they needed less room and it keeps them more concentrated, but also every year a couple die from being stepped on. Because when your foot's off the ground, they'll run underneath it. Yeah, a bunch of them are thirsty, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Look at them get eating already, too.
Are you in the corner? Come throw them, Reagan.
Last year, we processed these at 7 weeks of age. and they were 6 to 8 pounds. And oh my goodness, you've never ate a chicken so good as one that you've raised. There we go now.
They're so cute when they're like this, but God, are they ugly when they get big.
Cute don't last long in the bird world, does it?
No. At least the laying hens get pretty.
Yeah, these don't.
Not. He fell asleep. No more.
These are bred for the purpose of putting on weight fast, growing fast, and meeting an early end.
Oh, he's falling asleep.
This was my pheasant pen last year, and it will be a pheasant pen again next year. I am currently clearing, and then I have to fill this. So you can see that I have to fill it to make it the same height as my pheasant pen was. This will be a second pheasant pen. I hope to raise about 400 pheasants next year, or start with 400. We'll see how many we make out with. Beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. Not so nice looking out there. We're getting a good old April snowstorm. I'm just headed out. Got to get to those buildings over there. That's where the ducks and chickens and turkeys and our new meat birds are. I got to make sure everybody's got enough heat, the meat birds especially. Let's make a run for it. Yeah, raise chickens, they say. It'll be easy. It's springtime in Alberta. This is nothing, getting snow in April. Usually the long weekend in May is one of the biggest snowstorms of the year. Oh, let's see how our birds are doing. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. Nice and warm, and they're all doing good. There are some dark colored ones in here, and there are some that our daughter-in-law Marissa hatched, and they will with her kids, our grandkids, and they are hopefully going to become part of our layers. All right, water's good, food's good, everybody's healthy, happy, and warm. Back out we go. Let's take a peek over in the other. Oof. It's a little bit breezy out here. Oh, there's a couple ducks out. Ducks are impervious to this stuff. The chicken's hiding in here is another story. Oh, what are you doing there, girl? I see an egg under you. I see an egg under you. Huh? Can I just grab that? There we go. Oh, there's another egg. These are nice big eggs. These are Flemish ducks, and they lay a big egg. Alrighty, well, let's get out of here. Still trying to get things thawed. That shovel's still abandoned out there in the snow, and there's still feet of snow. Comes and goes, melted down. This melted down good, but then we keep getting snowstorms. Look at these little guys. We got them. That's a turkey. And there's another turkey. And these are a bunch of meat chicks. We got them on Tuesday. Today is Saturday. And look at the white wings they're starting to get already. They grow so fast. So fast. There's 100 of the meat chicks in here. Oh my goodness, look at how much they fed. I filled all these up at 10 o'clock last night. There's 100 of the meat chicks in here, and there is 10 turkeys. So far, we've had one dead one. Look at that little, those are turkeys. And the turkeys are turkeys, no question. They like to perch everywhere. These are 8 days old. 8 days old. Look at how much they have grown. We've had 7 die. And that's just the way it goes. You do your best, but best ain't always good enough. They are eating. Oh my goodness, are they eating? Some of them just die for no good reason whatsoever, but I need to feed them here. April 11th. We're gaining some ground. Still lots of snow out there on the garden, but it looks better than the last time. There. You can see with fresh food now, they sure know how to eat. These birds have been bred to put on weight quickly, and I know what I feed them, so I feel just fine with it. They produce wonderful meat in 7 to 8 weeks. Look at them go. Wild. Made to eat and grow. Well, the pad's coming along really good. It's a lot of fill, and I mean, we've been pushing it hard here with the springtime and frost coming out. You know, you can peel 4 or 5 inches one day and none the next, but it's working. Now I got to take and get this pad leveled out, leave it right there, haul some gravel in, and for where the coop is going to go. Pheasants come in 7 days. We got to get going. All right, I built her up pretty good. I'm gonna call that good for now. I know it's just a real soft clay fill, but all it's got to do is hold up fence posts. Tomorrow I'll haul gravel, and I got to gravel all this in here. You can see where I've cut out the clay. Well, actually, not so much the clay, it's the black dirt on top of the clay. I'll fill this with gravel. Get some gravel to fill over there too. I needed clay for this. So I dug out some stuff, and I'll just fill them with gravel. And then I can get at building a coop for the pheasants. Alrighty. Got another trailer full of gravel here, ready to go in the dump trailer, and you can see where I've removed clay and well, not clay so much as black dirt. None of this was planned. None of this was planned, and these were just buildings that were supposed to be sitting here to store tires and stuff in, but then they became chicken coops. And so now we're expanding. You know, we've got the Brahmas and the turkeys in right at the moment, but they are getting booted out in the next day or so because I've got pheasants coming in. I'll put 200 pheasant chicks in there. They will spend first month of their life in there. I'm building another big one right over here. So I've built my pad. And I've got it, while it looks nice and level, it actually runs to the back so that it's got some drainage. It doesn't work if you get a lot of rain because it's just a big flat area and it's clay. But I got to take and build that, you know, the fence and the structure and everything, and get my my protective netting and everything over top. But today I start right here. I got to get a little bit of gravel thrown down so that I can level off a pad here to build my actual building on, and then I'll gravel up to it afterwards. But I need a little bit. I don't want to have my clay or my my pads and that sitting right on the clay. I want to have a little bit of gravel in there. So I got that to do, and then we're going to get started on building. Busy day today.
God, sure do have an interesting backyard. Well, they're not a mix. There's a lot of purebreds in here, but yeah, that one they call her Cruella. The kids do.
I think she's a Polish, Frizzle Polish or something like that.
You'd have to ask Marissa, and she'd have to write it down.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Birds are remarkable. This one here had a defect in her leg, or birth defect when she was born.
Yeah.
And she's just happy and fine, just like every other chicken out here.
Lays eggs, and we're happy for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Looked like we had a pretty schizophrenic spring, but that's pretty average for Alberta. You know, I actually had enough footage that I could have showed you us being snowed in and completely thawed off all in 1 week. You know, but we're actually at the point now where we're going to be able to really show some progress going forward. Our chickens are in, our meat birds. And you're noisy. Maggie's telling me to shut up.
Yep. Treats. Grandma needs treats.
Anyway, we hope we see you here next week.